okay?
Yeah.
What happened? Your mask come up?
Uh-huh.
All right, well, with both hands, hold your head up, pull on your mask down, and then turn that switch. I mean, that little button up there. Does it fit? Did it do it? All right, it's the other way. Got it? Now, no? Good. It should stay down.
That's fine.
If you look up, it'll probably come underneath it, but it should stay down. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come down a little bit. I'm going to, yeah, see, I can feel it's already warmer down here.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
I'm going to come down a little bit and show you a little bit of the real beauty of having or flying a trike. It's flying low and slow. That's the beauty of it. Look at that beauty out there.
Yes, sir.
Straight ahead on the other side. I was telling you about the BLM land. Everything, you know the Rio Puerco out here?
Uh-huh.
Everything on this side to up to the top of that escarpment is BLM land. Everything on the other side of the Rio Puerco is Laguna Acoma property. Look down.
Nice.
See the tower in front of us here?
Uh-huh.
Did you see it
Yes.
before?
No.
All right.
It wasn't. You were in my line of vision.
Yeah, you could lean if you want, you know, to get a better view if you want. Just get comfortable down there or back there. I'll bring out the cocktail tray here in a few minutes.
All right.
Have you been here all your life?
I'm from Milan originally.
All right.
Via taxiway Bravo. Wind is 310 at 3 and altimeter 3025.
We'll climb up a little bit, get out of some of these bumps here and get some smooth air. And then I'll let you fly it a little bit.
Okay.
See, the higher you climb, the smoother it gets because the thermals haven't come up here yet. The cold air up here is holding the thermals down. See how much smoother it's gotten just in 100 feet or so?
How high up are we now?
How high?
Yeah.
Oh, we're about 700 feet. Okay, now if you want to reach up here and grab hold of these bars, all right, now, yeah, don't pull it in, but just lean forward if you have to get a nice, comfortable grip. And now I told you, as I said before, if you want to go right, you push it out to the left. And then if you want to go left, you push it out to the right a little bit. Okay, I'm going to hold on, and so you're not going to do anything wrong or do anything that's going to hurt us. I'm going to just hold on to it so we're doing it.
Yeah,
all right?
Sure.
So now what I want you to do is, you see that little tower on the left-hand side there?
Uh-huh.
Let's fly in this direction towards that tower. And when you want to make corrections, just make little tiny corrections. So there, you see we're drifting a little bit to the right, just a little bit to the left. Yeah, see that? That's what we want to do. Is now we're leaning a little bit to the left, so push out on the left a little bit, get us straight again. You see how that works?
Yeah.
Do you feel it? Because you're flying it. A little more. There you go. What you're doing right now is what we call the new student wag.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because what happens is you think you need to correct it more, but it's just little tiny microscopic adjustments. Which, man, you're doing awesome. You're keeping that heading right there. How's it feel?
Feels good.
Pretty interesting, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you're pretty natural. I don't think I've had anybody, a student that's flown this long without me grabbing the bar. All right, let's go a little bit to the right a little bit, just a tad. That's it. You're doing. That's perfect. That's the kind of turn that I wanted to see. Maybe just a tad more. There, like that. And then once you make that turn, go opposite, and it'll straighten it out. All right, we're going to the left a little bit. A little bit like this. Nice job.
Trike 6 Delta Bravo, wind 320 at 3, runway 35, cleared for takeoff. Make right traffic. Report midfield each pass.
Now you want to do a 360?
Sure.
I'll help you.
Trike 6 Delta Bravo, make all your crosswind turns at or prior to the departure in place.
What way would you like to go, left or right?
Let's go left. That's fine.
Okay. So we're going to turn this just a little bit, and you watch while I'll push out a little bit, and I'll give it just a little bit of throttle because the wing aerodynamics wants us to start descending. So I give it a little bit of power, and I push out on just a little bit of an adjustment, and that keeps us level, so we're not descending and we're not climbing. And what you're doing is awesome because you're not letting it get away from you. You're holding pressure on it, which, see, if you let go of it, the wing would want to turn down and just get, it's called, like into a spiral, just because of the weight and everything that we've got in the plane. So you're keeping it really nice and steady to where we're not going to go down. This is a nice they call this a coordinated turn, or this is a nice coordinated turn. Now, when we roll out, when we straighten out, what we're going to do is we're going to just do it real gradually. Now see, we're coming straight again, and I'm going to let off on the throttle a little bit, and then we're going to just sort of push out, just nice and gentle, and then Let it go neutral.
Terminal 78 Delta Zulu, wind 330 at 3, runway 22,
How do you like that?
cleared for takeoff. Make right traffic,
Not
report
bad.
midfield each back.
What's that?
Not bad, sorry.
Did you like that? How'd you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Now, you can go up to about a 45-degree turn in this.
Double guitar, Trike, 6 Delta Bravo, turning right, downwind, 35 for the option.
Trike 6 Delta Bravo, wind
So,
330 at 3, runway
You see the
35,
struts here
cleared for the option.
on the wing?
6 Delta Bravo, clear for the option.
Those there are, they're there to keep the wing on, but they're at a 45-degree angle. So the highest, the steepest we want to turn is at a 45-degree angle. And if we turn at 45-degree angle, this strut will be level with the ground. That's how we know that you've got a nice turn, nice coordinated turn. That 360 we did back there was probably 20, 25, maybe 30-degree turn, which was nice and comfortable. What we're going to do is I'm going to give you a little treat. We're going to go out here over there towards Double Eagle, towards the Route 66, and there's some buildings that are just on the right-hand side, just forward of the casino, and they have powered paragliders out there. Those are like the parachutes with the motors on their back. That's where they fly at. So we'll run out towards that way and take a look and see if there's anybody up.
Okay. You got controls?
I got the controls.
All right.
Did you get tired?
A little bit, yeah.
This is a really nice day to be flying.
Feels good.
Now I think, yeah, right here. See this circle around here in the dirt?
Yeah.
That's where they filmed the Lone Ranger.
Oh, nice.
Doesn't look like there's anybody up flying. Usually you can see a bunch of different colors like those balloons. And they're long, just up off the ground a little bit, maybe 100 feet up.
Have you tried that?
Oh yeah, that's what I did before I got here. That's how I know those guys and those people out there. But that's a young man sport. Man, you carry that 75-pound thing on your back.
Oh yeah.
My knees are too old for that. What I started out with was just a paraglider, and you'd run off the mountain, and the wing would open up and you'd run off the mountain and fly down. And I didn't mind doing that, but again, you got to get up to the mountain,
That one's a little hard. It seems a little sketchy on that.
Yeah, that's that young man stuff, And then you got to carry your pack, your wing and everything up there with you, and it's like,
Double Eagle Tower, 78 Delta Zulu, right midfield downwind.
I had call it a mishap.
78 Delta Zulu, cleared for the option 22.
Where I took off, or as I took off, the way those aircraft, those wings work, is they're like a balloon. They fill up. They fill up, and then if a little bit of a breeze comes this way, the thing folds over, like a balloon does. And this little gust of wind got me and pushed me over, and I flew underneath it, and my wing came back and got caught in the prop.
Nice. Did you go down?
What?
Did you go all the way down?
Oh, I was on the ground.
Oh, okay.
I was on the ground, and that wind, I didn't even take off. I was just getting ready to take off, and the wind took that thing and knocked it down, and went into my prop, and they call it a parablend. It blended my wing. I said, that's it, I'm done. I sold my Trike. I sold everything, and now I use my wing to cover this up when I'm in a show and stuff. You know, because the UV affects the wing.
Oh yeah.
So I cover it up when I'm in shows and out in the lines. Can you see this number right here?
Yes.
50 miles an hour.
Don't feel like it.
I know. That's how fast we're going across the ground. From here, that's how fast we're going. We have this gauge over here says that we're doing about 43 mile an hour, right over on my right-hand side. Says we're doing about 43 mile an hour, and that's our airspeed. The air about us, if we've got a headwind blowing in our face, it'll slow us going through the air on the ground. So if I've got a 10 mile an hour headwind, and it'll say that I'm doing 40 mile an hour, let's say 40 mile an hour, but my ground speed will say 30 mile an hour across the ground because it's slowing me down. Or if I've got a tailwind, something in the back of me pushing me, then that will give me more ground speed, so I get to places faster. Do you shoot at all?
Yeah.
Do you come out here to this?
I've never been out here. I've always heard about it, and I've finally seen the sign now coming in.
Well, we'll get close to it so you get a pretty good eye. Do you have any idea where the airport's at from here?
I would assume that way.
That's it, yeah. There's a couple of balloons up.
I saw that.